Well, yeah, the bass line's thick and the groove don't quit. Keys so sweet, make your backbone split. I got that bop, that boom, that zap, zap, zoom. Zoom. Yeah. Slide through the funk like a slick monsoon. Grit on the mic, yeah. I spit that gold. Spit it. Jazz in my soul, and my rhythm's bold. Yeah. Bounce with the beat, let your feet unfold. From the beat to the funk, let the magic hold, yeah. We keep it rolling, rolling, ain't no slowing, no. Boom, bap, grooves, got the funk showing. Bounce to the left and slide to the right. It's a jazzy kind of funky, keep it tight all night, yeah. Trumpets blare like a cosmic flare. Drums hit sharp, cut the thick night air. Snap your fingers, feel the rhythm so rare. Got your body moving like you just don't care. I'm the maestro, playing the vibe. Play it. Soul in my veins, and I'm feeling alive. Woo! From the block to the stage, yeah, we thrive. It's that boom bap funk, let it amplify, yeah. We keep it rolling, rolling, ain't no slowing, no. Boom bap grooves, got the funk showing. Bounce to the left and slide to the right. It's a jazzy kind of funky, keep it tight all night. Now stop, drop, shake it on the spot. Shake it. P-funk flow, yeah, we hit the jackpot. Jazz in the pocket, ain't no way we flop. This groove's eternal, it just won't stop, won't stop. You run